Good day, students! Today, we are going to read the story My Father Goes to Court by Carlos Bulosan. Let us first know about the author. Carlos S. Bulosan was a Filipino-American novelist and poet. He was born in Binalonan, Pangasinan. But at the age of 17, he immigrated to America in 1930. His best-known work is the semi-autobiographical America is in the Heart, sometimes subtitled A Personal History. Let's start the story. There was a family that lived in a small town on the island of Luzon. Their father's farm had been destroyed by flood, so they moved to a new place. They had a very rich neighbor with 2 children and also had a tall house. The family always played outside their house, ate, or slept. They always laughed and enjoyed every moment that their neighbor would join them in having fun. Their rich neighbor and his children watched them from their window. The rich man's servant usually cooked special food, and the children smelled its delicious aroma. They always stay outside to smell the spirit of the food. Then days passed. The rich man's children got thin, while the happy children got robust and full of life. One day, the rich neighbor looked at the children one by one and immediately shut all the windows. From that day, the windows were always closed, but still, they can smell the aroma of the food the servants were cooking. One morning, a policeman knocked on their door. The rich man had filed a complaint against them. He claimed that they had been stealing the spirit of their wealth and food. The trial came. The poor man arrived first in the court. Then, the rich man, who had grown old, arrived with his young lawyer. The judge entered the room and sat on the high chair. He asked the man if he has a lawyer, but the man replied he doesn't need one. The lawyer of the rich man started with a question. The father agreed that they had inhaled the spirit of food. He also agreed that his children grow strong while the rich man's children grow thin and pale. He asked if he could see the complainant's children. Then, the children shyly entered the courtroom, looking thin and pale. Then, it is now the father's turn to ask questions to the complainant, and the complainant agreed to all of those questions. He also agreed that the farmer's family stole the spirit of their food just by smelling the aroma. The father walked across the room of the hall with the judge's permission. In his hand is a hat full of coins. The sweet tinkle of the coins carried beautifully in the courtroom. The father asked the complainant if he had heard the spirit of money. The complainant said yes. The father then said that they are paid. The judge pounded his gavel and said that the case dismissed. The father asked the judge if he wanted to hear his family laugh. The judge agreed to hear it, and they started laughing their hearts out. Then it started with his sister. The rest followed, but the judge was the loudest of them all. That ends our story. The story reminds us that we should not judge others by their physical appearance or status in life. Whatever status in life you have, as long as you have a happy heart, you will live healthier, and health is wealth.